What's going on, everybody? I'm Shannon, and I'm back with another Digimon Beatbreak episode review. This is episode 19, entitled Black Market Auction. Now, I know I forgot to mention what the next episode was at the end of, my last review, but don't worry, I won't forget for this one. This is a good episode, and I can't wait to get into it. Hoo-wee. So, before we go any further, please do not forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of more reviews like this. Share this video and make sure you join that Patreon down there. Whatever you choose to donate will be graciously appreciated. Even if you don't, I truly appreciate you for showing up. So, last episode, what a doozy, dealing with someone trying to escape tactics, and then the guy being grabbed and taken somewhere. Harumi. Which I do hope that Glowing Dawn expands and adds 3 members, but I digress. So here, let's get to the plot, and then I'll talk about what Digimon are on here, because this thing here, holy crap. So the plot here is Maki, the broker. She's talking to Glowing Dawn. The Ministry of Civil Protection, Kawarazaki, wants to hire them to go undercover at the egg, the Shangri-La egg, one of them at least, because Klay Arslan, Klay the Surging of the 5 stars, is having an auction, but he's also having a black market auction. They want to be able to get information to pin on him, or at least to figure out what's going on with these things so that they can move in. They've had their suspicions, but they can't, Kawasaki can't move in because he's too public. People know him. Now, initially, Kyo's just like, I almost feel bad for like thinking Kyo was a bad guy, when instead he was a character with a past, that he didn't, it seemed like he doesn't like reliving. And you just see him just on the couch. I don't want to get involved. But he chooses to get involved because Maki, which is so funny, Yoshi is like, she'll waive her fee. But no, she's like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to get involved, right? He's like, all right, team, get information, investigate. Do not do anything else. Because he'd rather just stay out of the way of the whole 5-star thing. Because obviously he knows more than what he puts on. What ensues is finding out that, they kidnap and sell Digimon. We had hints of that back when they were trying to take Kiropmon. When the guy was trying to take Kiropmon with the Shade Mon, Haruta, right? And they sell Digimon, right? And we actually see that character with the blonde hair and the mask, because they were handing out masks. They also had a password. Password is, I like to go to the world of mirrors, right? Crazy. But here, and then I'll get some more details, right? Not only are they selling Digimon, which I love, Makoto puts 2 and 2 together. He's like, wait a minute, Digimon need owners. So not only are they selling the Digimon, they're doing human trafficking, which, holy shit, is timely with what is going on, especially in the United States. Crazy. I said it before when we were with the episode with Red Vegemon, and I'm like, this is hammering home, like, hey, bro, you don't have to follow this person. You know what's wrong. And now we have here where it's like, what do you do? The thing about these shows, animes, when the characters are put up against a force that's doing something so immoral, like, I watched somebody was talking about Transformers 1, which I have not seen, but I need to go watch. I need to watch it and do a review on that. We find solace in the Optimus Primes or the Supermans, where they have the power to go and dismantle the oppressing force, and everything changes. And, it is built upon a world where inherently moral good can succumb all the dark and evils, which it's the hope that we have. What I like about this episode is, like, things do break down. Obviously they break down and they do some work, but there's still more work to be done. This show is just, I don't know, I have to look up who wrote for some of these episodes, but they are doing so amazing. So our highlight here is Tinkermon, which I took a test years ago when this Digimon first came out, and they said it would have been my partner, and I'm like, I can't have Tinkermon as a partner because it doesn't have any evolutions. Don't do me like that. I don't know what test that was either. You know, they took down the official test where you can get your partners. Why would you do that, Digimon / Bandai? Anyway, Tinkermon, literally tiny. Like, compared to me, it's just like same size as this Leonardo Funko Pop. Put you back behind the camera, Leonardo. I need you to keep working your magic, buddy. So Tinkermon, obviously, rookie, child level Digimon, fairy. This is a virus type. That's crazy. Wind Guardian. Have we seen her in any other? Nope, no other anime. This is the anime premiere. World premiere of Tinkermon. So let's read a little bit about it. Fairy Digimon is always snuggling up to Petermon, Tinkerbell, Peter Pan. We're not even hiding. I mean, what Bellstarmon is very obviously based off of Bayonetta. So, anywho, Fairy Digimon is always snuggled up to Petermon. It does its best work with Petermon in building Never Everland, a world for children. Now, we do see Petermon. I believe it was in Ghost Game. We saw Petermon in Ghost Game, which I was surprised that we didn't see Tinkermon, but we did see Petermon taking kids and getting upset when they just wanted to go, and he was doing some evil shit. So, Never Everland, the world of children. It bounces around in the best of moods when it is with Petermon, but if it's ignored, it will get angry and strike it and fly off somewhere. After that, it is happy to come looking for Petermon, meekly receiving pampering. His wings shine, and because there is a change in the strength of radiance when it's tense, the wings tends to, I guess, show Tinkermon's mood, right? It applies a paralytic nail polish that, when used and added to its spear and nails, it can, kind of paralyze, and it even though it looks tiny, it can make a massive retaliation against things. His massive move is dodging opponents, dragging opponents into a nightmare with speed nightmare, and then it's that nightmare pandemic poison tip, not the poison tip spear, but it's the thing. I guess his ability from his whole body. Also, his fairy powder from his wings is able to change about half of those it covers into babies, which is crazy. But they were highlighting it here, wanting it for the speed nightmare and the paralyzing ability, right? We also see it make a barrier, which didn't turn out well for it. There's one more Digimon. It's this damn thing here. The ultimate form of Ramphomon called Hasadarmon, which is ultimate form. Pterosaur. Pterosaur, you don't pronounce the P, guys. Pterosaur, though, I just have to say Pterosaur. Blue. We love blues here. Virus type. So, I think it's brand new. Like, brand new. Cannot wait to see what Mega comes out of this, because now they're sticking with flying with Monodramon, Ramphomon, than this. A Pterosaur Digimon with 3 enormous blades growing from his body. This ferocious predator inhabits cold mountainous regions, reigning as the apex predator in its habitat. Possessing strong eyesight, it spots prey from extremely high up in the sky without being detected, then performs a nosedive, skillfully using those blades on his body to down its prey. Since it's an apex predator, it is seldom attacked by other Digimon, but there are several occasions where they lose their lives in battle due to territory disputes with other Asdamon over hunting grounds. When hunting, it slaughters its prey with a single blow with its tomahawk strike, in which it channels energy from nose diving into the blades of energy on its wings right there. And its tri-carve rain, where it hacks the enemy into pieces with the 3 blades on its head and wings. Where am I at here? And it has Trinity Lightning, a high voltage striking technique, also from the 3 blades. I like seeing brand new Digimon. Please keep it going. Please keep it going. And also, we get a cutie that we haven't seen since Digimon Adventure 2020 remake. We get Commandomon. Not this one. We get this one. I told you I have way more pictures of this episode if you came from my other review here. So, they got to get in. Maki has the connections. Hold on a second here. And we get to see Maki in this wonderful blue dress. Like, Boy, if anybody's gonna have a anime crush, it would definitely be Maki, right? And the others, I guess, are dressed up fancy. They look like waiters to me. But I guess that's supposed to be their fanciness. And inside the suitcase, I'm always going to highlight funny parts because the rest of this ain't funny. This is the Digimon in there. Pristymon's not having a good time. Kirpmon is not having a good time. And just, I might like this trio more than any other trio. Again, everything is naturally in English. I can't believe I remember Klay's real name. Oh yeah, that has to be flipped. Surprised I remember his real name. Klay meets up with her. She knows him. He knows her. I like that she has her little earpiece in, but no one can really see it. Klay's like, yeah, she also has legitimate context, even though she's an underworld booker. Keep an eye on her, Naito, you punk bitch. And Naito does tell her, which gives her enough time to drag him away from the others. I'm about to call them the kids. Makoto switches out of that outfit, goes back to the weird. I just hate the outfit. I hate the blouse with the boy shorts. But Makoto goes back to his high society outfit after some guy, for some reason, tells them the password. They figure out that that's the password. They get in. They sneak onto Commandomon, which I gotta show. It's like they built their own mirror land. Like, I know there's different versions of this subspace area. That's obviously, this has to be between the human world and the digital world. Like, I need to know where Digimon actually come from. Also, take a look at the ends. Take a look at more of the land, right? Because up above, doesn't that look like buildings, right? That looks like buildings. It looks so weird because there's sand and everything, and this is the inside of Commandomon. Completely different than the 2020 reboot. This is like 3D Tron polygon laser stuff here. And of course, I said things break down because I don't know what made this particular girl with the Tinkermon made like Tomoro just go, no, we got to get her out. Because when we see the people who they're trafficking, not just Nanimon guy, who's like, just please pick me, whatever. We do see like a girl with a tiny Togemon. That's the smallest Togemon I've ever seen. A tiny Frigimon. There's other Digimon there that I don't make out, but they get to that after Kurotmon had already had pictures and they found a way down. They also see that Tactics Team 7 is there. This puts them beyond reprieve because Raito goes, I'm just following orders. Hey, buddies, Nuremberg trials. You can't say I'm just following orders. That's not an excuse. Ooh, the future's going to be great very soon. That's all I'm going to say. Talking about real life, if you know who I am, you know the type of channel I have. So anyway, can't use that as an excuse, jackass. But they're following orders. They're doing it. I feel like this is putting them beyond reprieve. They are. I get that they may have been forced into this, but just the fact that they're down with the human trafficking part, even if you don't give a shit about Digimon, you think that they're just a clump of data. Human trafficking. And I like how I didn't get a picture of this shot, but I like the shot where in Reina's eyes is Tomoro, and she's like, no, if I think what you're about to say, we gotta go. He's like, what? We gotta free her. And she's like, see, I told you, we're just here to observe. Geckomon gets the girl to laugh. He's on the cage, he's doing funny things. And Tinkermon tells her, it's okay, you can laugh. And she does, and he cheers him up. And when they bring her up as selection number 2, he's hanging onto the cage. And it's like, it's go time. And I love how on it Reina is and just shoots the cages. Has Wolvermon, which, when did you have time to evolve? First of all, point for not going through the Digivolution sequence for this and just going, you're evolved. It's time to pop off. And they're trying to free people. Get them the hell out of there. Tactics. They gotta fight tactics. So while Rain and Makoto are running people out, which they get intercepted by a blonde lady with the mask, Bomber Nanimon came in to run some interference while they kept running with stupid Telemon and Grannis with Ludamon. They're chasing after them, which apparently they call some of those people. They call some of the product, which I hate. Given what's going on in the world today, and just hearing some of the names that they have said to they call the victims and stuff like that, just hearing product, boy, again, beyond reprieve. I digress, and I do like the juxtaposition showing at the exact same time as the regular auction was the black market one, and you get like, you know, oh, this is a cat photo from a cat painting from some person whose name I didn't bother writing down. And then here's the Bomber Nanimon, who also happens to be a black Digimon. Blah, 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 blah. And so you got Raito is pissed at, who's he pissed at? He's pissed at Tomoro, right? Tomoro's with Armorizamon. They're running. They're doing the damn thing. Gekkomon was eating, but I love that Gekkomon was eating, and that kind of broke everything down because it's time to run. And Kyo shows up, and not Kyo, it's Kyo. I keep saying Kyo, but Kyo. Kyo shows up. It's like, I told you guys just to investigate, but you know your team, right? And you get Raito is obsessed with being better than Tomoro. He's like, I'll show you that I'm a genius, right? Forces. Ranfumon's like, I'm not ready. He's like, shut up and obey me. Cool. Does the same dark post that Tomoro's E-post does when he's being very emotional. And I can't believe the dude's saying he's controlling his emotions, which he's not. And we get Asdamon, right? Here's what he looks like with all that dark crap on him, right? Y'all don't need to see my notes. Just Asdamon. And it basically becomes a dark evolution. Like, this thing's getting that dark power. It is making Murasame-mon back up. It's overwhelming Kyo a little bit. And so when he's telling Asdamon to attack, Asdamon's he looks at the girl with Tinkermon and goes after her. He's like, no, why won't he listen to me? So we're getting neutron lasers from Armorizamon. No conversation, just we hear with each other. And when this flying Digimon starts to crawl, and when I get editing and I'm able to show that looks so damn cool. The crawl left and right, and it's kind of purposely missing. Again, saying things without needing to be said. Kyo goes Tomoro, because you got Murasame-mon ready. So what they do is fake miss. Which Raito, I don't know why you're cheering, because you don't have control over your Digimon. He's like, you have bad aim. No, bounce the beam to go back at this thing, but this thing is so strong that it swipes and the beam turns into like cubes. That was damn cool. But it's going out of control, and it needs to get beat up. And it does another beam at the girl, and Tinkermon comes up, puts up its barrier, but still gets hit by this. What was the move that it did? They're having a real hard time with this thing. It does one of its, I think it does its blade moves, and everybody is shocked, which I don't. And it took me a minute to realize, oh, Raito, are you shocked because it by the way, yeah, spoiler, it dies. Like, Tinkermon dies. And you get the three-way cutaway because Kyo, Tomoro, Raito. Oh. And just like, damn, it died. And so, obviously, the evolution wears off. Monochromon falls to the sky. From the sky, falls down. And Raito's about to punch him in the face, and you got Tomoro hooking his arm. And I do appreciate the Tinkermon was like, hey, now that I'm gone, they're not gonna look for you anymore. So it's okay. It's okay. And she cries. It's like, thank you. I've been waiting for like that connection where someone's like, I like my Digimon. I don't want my Digimon to die. And we got that last episode with Commandramon and Harumi. I like that we got that here. I want to keep seeing that. Eventually, somewhere in the 20s, someone's gonna have to go, hey, these things are alive. I cannot wait. But he tries to punch, he's gonna beat the shit out of Monotron. Monotron just, I feel so bad for the little baby dragon. And Tomo was like, hey, it's not the Digimon's fault, it's your fault. Like, you're gonna force your Digimon to evolve when you can't even control it. It's like some genius you are. Naito shows up and he's furious. And that's why I said earlier, but I'm talking about some of the product. But when we pan back, Tactics Team 7's eating. So Raito's in a chair getting the absolute dog shit beat out of him. And now the connection matches. He's abusive to others because he's being abused. Does not excuse it. Does not excuse it at all. And I think he's like, is he 16, 17? He's the second oldest in his group. I know the other girl's older, but he's abusive as fuck to his Digimon because he's getting literally abused by a guy who is chasing the coattails of another guy because the one guy who he wants to notice him doesn't notice him. Trauma. I love that the Digimon is like, here's all the trauma and here's the real world incidences. I love this so much. But yeah, like I was just like, damn. But he says, look, because the others got some of the product, I hate that. No emotion at all. Just like, you're all pieces of shit. Granted, and however, you're both pieces of shit. You're included in this. He's like, you cost Klay, and for that you'll pay. You're gonna get punished. He just beats him. But Kyo understands. He's like, at least everybody's okay. I know we couldn't save everybody, but at least you're okay. And when they turn on the news says illegal drug deal was going on. And Klay is sitting up here pretending like, oh, I just could not believe this was happening. Of course, the rich man who he was bragging to Maki, who Maki was even saying, like, he's bragging around. Maki's like, he's a creep. And I love that everyone can see that he's a creep. He's bragging about, oh, I gave the most donations last year, blah, blah, blah. He's like, and this is very reflective of the real world. You have so much money and influence that, hey, look, man, whoever runs the 5 stars is running this whole thing anyway, which I think is the ministry, but it could be a subsect of the ministry that Kawasaki doesn't know about. Glowing Dawn is going to end up being like that cool sleeper group. Please get 3 more members, just like they did in Tamers, the greatest one of all. Please get 3 more members. But he wasn't found guilty, but they arrested the blonde lady because Maki called her. So now, Maki's like, yeah, Kawasaki wants to give you something special, blah, blah, blah. And Kyo's just like, again, just not having it. But then Klay walks in, and that's where the episode ends. Whoo, boy. And when we see what's coming up next, looks like they having a conversation. Kyo is like that. He's that cool ass character. You would think in a video game, it'd be like, oh man, the cool, strong guy that I don't get to use. But Kyo's giving me Auron vibes from Final Fantasy X. And Auron was my favorite character from that game. And then Yojimbo's my favorite summon because I had a friend said that I remind him of Yojimbo. I like that. But anyway, favorite, just Kyo is Auron. Next episode is Proof of Genius, but you got our boy Tomoro is in an illegal Digimon Coliseum, and we see that fuckboy Raito there forcing the ultimate evolution on him. But then we also see Gokumon grabbing Tomoro and beating up him and Goku Gekomon. So Maybe he's going in there to get some answers. Maybe Armalizamon turns into Super Lizamon. I don't know. One thing's for sure. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. Initially, I was giving it a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. No, this is a 5. This is 5. Because great action, a lot of world building here, a lot of real world mirroring, some applications here. I like the fact that I've been saying, like, so how you guys who start with rookies go to Ultimate? Because we see people who have champions that go to Ultimate, and I'm pretty sure Kill is just like in his back pocket. He's like, I'm actually gonna have to try now. New Mega Evolution for Murasamemon. We see that with enough power, you can go to that next step, but you might not be able to control your Digimon, so you have to keep working and training at it. A legal Digimon Coliseum. Boy, oh boy. Y'all making me want to write. Y'all making me want to write again. Digimon Beatbreak. I had zero expectations going into this, and I am very happy. This is good. We're going to have episode 20 next week. 5 out of 5. What did you think of this episode? Legit, like, what did you think of the episode? I like this. I like that monochromon. Yeah, monodromon. I like monodromon. Has a new evolutionary line. Can't wait to see what that mega is gonna look like. I wonder if it's gonna look like a humanoid form, kind of like with the Cyberdramon form, right? I kind of want to know if it's gonna look humanoid or if it's gonna be like just straight beast of the skies, like not Slayer Dramon. Dracomon has 2 different mega forms. I can't remember the Examon. Is it gonna look like Examon? I don't think that's its form. But is it gonna look like a big ass dino bird? I hope it does. We don't have to have a bunch of like humanoid looking Digimon as their mega form. I hope it looks like a giant Quetzalcoatl. Let me know what you think in the comment down below. Please do not forget, hit the like button. That helps. Subscribe. We're close to 500. Hit the notification bell. Share this video. Visit the Patreon if you want to further support me, because I love doing this. I really love doing this. So, man, thank you guys. Thank you. Legitimately. I appreciate you. Please be good, be blessed. Wash your hands. Drink some water, right? Get some good sleep. Sleep matters, all right? Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. We have way too many of those. And as I mentioned before, the world is, there's a lot going on. And there's probably a lot going on in everyone's personal lives as well. So, look, make sure you reach out to someone, especially if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, you're feeling like you're about to be out. Reach out to someone, talk to someone. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I guarantee that to you. You want to talk to me? My social medias are also in that description below. Give me a follow. Say hello. Be mellow, though, and we be good to go. All right, Digi people. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'll see you next time.